What's going on, y'all? Your boy Darius here, back again for another video, and this time I'm here for the Captain America Brave New World pitch meeting. This should be good. This should be good because Captain America Brave New World, as much as I liked it, and you can hear all my expanded thoughts on the movie in my movie review, which is up on the channel right now. If you haven't seen it, I went through spoilers and non-spoilers. It's all right there. It's like a good 30-minute, maybe, video there, so go ahead and check that out. But as much as I liked it, I do admit there are problems in the movie. Like, it's not a perfect movie by any stretch of the imagination. It is a movie that you can tell was heavily edited, and things were cut and things were reshot, and like a whole giant chunk of the movie was reshot and whatnot. So, like, not a perfect movie, but definitely not a bad movie. People saying this is like terrible, god awful. Like, people have an agenda with this movie. They just do. You know, I saw someone say this is like worse than the Marvels, and I'm just like, brother, either there's just something wrong up here in terms of your comprehension of like movies and stuff, or you're just a hater. You're just a hater, dude. I saw someone else say this is worse than Madam Web. Nothing is worse than Madam Web. Nothing is worse than the Marvels and like your Cravens and your Morbid. What are we doing here? Anyway, let's see what pitch meeting has for us today in terms of how they're going to break down and make fun of this movie. Let's not waste much time here. Make sure you go over to them and subscribe, support them. Let's get it. All right.
So, you have a new Captain America movie for me? Yes, sir,
Yes.
I do.
Yep.
So the last time we saw Sam Wilson was in his Disney Plus show, and he solved everything by telling a senator to do better. Oh, yeah, that was so iconic, the way he was like, you're not very good at your job. Is he going to save the day with a speech
liked
to
it.
a politician in this one, too?
I know people give that
I don't
flack.
wanna spoil it, but yeah, he totally is.
I never minded that.
Oh, my God, this is why people watch superhero projects. Yeah. So tell me about this thing. Well, what if I told you that part of the plot revolves around mining rights? I would scream. Part of the plot revolves around mining rights. Oh my God! What kind of mining rights?
I'm just
Well,
saying,
in the
you know.
Eternals, there was a giant celestial head that popped out of the.
I know people look at that and be like, I don't come to, you know, these type of movies for things like that. It's like the same people with the prequels and Star Wars. Like, I don't come to a Star Wars movie talking about trade routes and taxes and stuff. And then, you know, you look at real life and just like, some things you need to think about.
The Earth, and then we never spoke about it again. Introducing concepts and characters and not referencing them again is part of the brand now. Right.
Yes,
well,
it
I
is.
figure we start tying up some of these loose ends. So
Please.
it turns out the celestial head is full of adamantium. That's the stuff Wolverine uses to stab people.
Yep.
It is. So the president of the United States freaking wants a treaty about this stuff. And who's the president? Thaddeus Ross. Remember him? Yeah, kinda. And also remember Dr. Samuel Stearns from The Incredible Hulk almost 20 years ago?
I know, it's crazy.
Yeah, we teased something about him.
And
back
never
in the
did
day,
anything.
Didn't we? We did, and in this movie, we're gonna pay it off. Let the tease ripen for a couple of decades, sure. Yeah, and so President Ross is a little sad because he's now estranged from his daughter Betty Ross.
Yep.
Remember her from The Incredible Hulk almost
Gorgeous.
20 years ago? Wait, is this a Captain America sequel or an Incredible Hulk
It's an
sequel? Well, sir, that's none of your business. So anyway, Captain America and
What?
Falcon get invited to this.
It's Incredible
summit
Hulk
by the
sequel, come on now.
president, and they bring that old super soldier Isaiah Bradley with them. Okay. But then during the summit, he and a couple of other people get mind controlled and try to kill the president. Oh no, how'd they get mind controlled? Well, turns out Stearns has a big old scrotum brain now, because he was exposed to Bruce Banner's blood in The Incredible Hulk almost 20
Scrotum
years
brain is
ago.
crazy.
Say scrotum brain? He's
Yes,
so
he did.
smart, he can do all kinds of things, like calculate probabilities real good. Oh, so he's like always right about the things that are gonna happen? Rarely, if ever.
Yeah,
Okay,
no,
so
I mean, he's
anyway,
right about the
Bradley
future.
Gets arrested, and this former Black Widow, who's the head of Ross's security, she stops the other mind-controlled people. Oh, that's cool. I'm gonna cast someone distractingly small to play her. Great. Wait,
Dude,
what?
she was
Wow,
so
then
short.
What happens? Well, Sam starts to invent.
And I get it. She had like I think she had like a cancer when she was like 2 years old, and it kind of stunted her growth. I get it. You know, like, I don't want to be too mean about it, but it was distracting. Even to a guy like me who's 5'6", I'm just like, brother, she is a short. She can't be 5 foot anything. She got to be 4 foot something.
Investigate, and he gets ambushed by Sidewinder from the Serpent Society, who he had a little run-in with earlier in the movie.
He's just a guy with a
So then
gun.
there's going to be this cool action scene where it's going to be like, oh no, is Captain America going to be able to beat up this guy in his mid-60s? Beating up senior citizens is tight. So through that guy, they
I never thought about that.
Old black side where they find old scrotum brain Samuel Stearns. Please
Yep.
stop saying that. And so it turns out that President Ross...
They should have just went with the huge head, man.
Hulk almost 20 years ago on Stearns and kept him in prison here. Why? Well, he made him use his intelligence to help make him president, and then he said he'd pardon him, but
Yep.
he totally
He
didn't.
did not.
Rude.
He's a
So
dick.
Stearns is pretty upset about that and wants to sabotage him. And understandable. So Stearns
Yeah.
mind controls some fighter pilots and creates a big old conflict with Japan around the Celestial Island. Uh-oh. So Captain America surfs on a missile and saves the day.
That was awesome.
Falcon gets hurt.
That is
I
true.
don't really want him in the third act of the movie. Why not? Well, because this is a Captain America movie. It's his journey.
Yep.
He's the one who has to be present while Thaddeus Ross has a character arc. Got it. But before that third act, Bucky Barnes is going to show up. Oh boy, they're going to team up again. No, he just
He shows up, yeah, and just leaves. Yeah.
He's got to go. Oh, he's not going to help.
He's got
out.
thunderbolts
He's
to thing.
He's got other stuff to do. Okay. So anyway,
Yep.
then there's going to be
Like
this
being a
big
senator
reveal
or
that Stearns was
congressman.
actually giving Ross little doses of gamma radiation through these heart pills he was making for him. And what does that mean? It means that the frickin' president's going to turn into
Yes.
a Red Hulk.
Oh, it's so
there's
good.
Our trailer right there. Wait, no. There's our poster. There's our marketing. Well, this whole movie's kind of leading up to that as a
Yeah.
big reveal. Big Red Hulk. Oh boy, that's a movie people want to see. That really takes the wind out of my air
I think-
sails. Hulk smash. Okay, so anyway, all the
I feel like they
Secret
did that
Service
because of the
agents,
toy
they
leaks,
start
though.
shooting at the Hulk, but that's not doing anything. They just immediately start firing at the president. They do. So now
Yes, they do.
America starts fighting him, and he brings them over to these cherry blossoms where Ross said he used to go with his daughter. Okay,
Mhm.
and he tries to talk him down, but
Talk
it
no
doesn't
jutsu.
work. He is simply too angry and hulky. Yikes! Well, gonna be tough to beat him now. Actually,
No.
it's gonna be super easy.
Barely an inconvenience.
Oh, really? Yeah, because see, they're gonna fight a little bit, and then Sam's gonna talk him down.
Down, yep.
Didn't he just try that? Well, yeah, but this time it works. Why? Because. Well, okay.
They should have just brought Betty out there. That didn't make any sense to me. It's just like come on now. Like was Liv Tyler not available at that particular day, or like it should have been like, and I know the Justice League gets a whole lot of flack. I don't think that happened in the Zack Snyder cut. Or maybe it did. But you remember when, Superman first comes back he's resurrected and he's fighting people. Bruce brings in Lois to calm him down. I feel like that's what should have happened. You bring in Betty to calm him down, but I don't know why they didn't choose to do that.
So then he resigns as president and voluntarily puts himself inside that big raft prison, and his daughter's going to show up to visit.
Now she
Well, why
shows
have a
up.
Betty Ross cameo. Why not have her be the one to show up at the cherry blossoms and have that be the reason the speech works this time? He should have been so stern.
Hey, shut up.
What happened with Stearns? How did they stop him? Oh, he turned himself in. He's all done. Oh, he did? Yeah,
Yep.
movie's done, so he stopped trying to do stuff.
Yeah, I don't know why he did.
Oh, he is going to have a post-credit scene where he's in the raft and he tells Sam, hey, did you know there are going to be more movies in the future? Stuff's gonna happen. Very cool.
I feel like for Maxim, a lot of people have come at that post-credit scene. They've really, tore it down. I feel like to save it, and again, I don't know how he would know this, but if he can see all this stuff, if him just saying, your doomsday is coming, or like soon enough, once all these individuals from these different worlds. There are others out there, and they're coming, and they will bring about your doom. If you would have said that, people would have been like, he said the thing! He said the thing! Instead, it's just like, oh yeah, people are coming. The end. I feel like you should have said doom.
Hey, should we have Bruce Banner show up since this movie seems to be wrapping up a bunch
You'd
of
think.
storylines? No. Okay, so what do you think? Oh, we've got
Him and his
Captain
son and his
America, we've
haircut.
got a big old Red Hulk. I think Marvel is back, baby. Yeah, people are gonna go nuts for this.
I mean, it's mainly the critics, though. Audiences seem to like it.
Hi, this is Ryan George from The Thing You Just Watched. Please enjoy this slideshow from The Thing You Just Watched.
I love when he does this. I love when he does that. Anyway, yeah. I feel like overall, though, Captain America Brave New World is it's more liked by fans than it is by critics. There are definitely fans who are like, "Yo, it's the worst thing ever," and I'm just like, you're not being genuine at all. Like, you can't really believe that. You have not seen enough bad comic book movies to be like, oh, this is the worst. Elektra, Catwoman, even if we're just sticking to the MCU, the Marvels, Thor: Love and Thunder. What are we doing here? Captain Marvel, what are we doing here? Quantumania, I think, is worse than this movie. Yeah, I kind of liked Quantumania for the most part, but it's kind of gotten worse over the times, or over the years. Damn, it's been like 2 years since that movie came out already. Time flies. Speaking of flying, Captain America Brave New World, Sam Wilson, Falcon, hey. What'd you think of it? What'd you think of the pitch meeting? Did you agree with some of the points? I thought it was a lot of valid points, especially not having Betty show up to stop him and transform him back. Duh. But yeah, another great pitch meeting. As always, make sure you go over there, subscribe to them. Love Hurts. I gotta go watch that movie. Yeah, so I will definitely be back again. Probably the next time we do one of these will be after. Cause I don't think they don't do them for show. No, they do. They do it from shows. They do them for shows, right? Because I think they did one for the Acolyte. So I guess if they do a Daredevil Born Again pitch meeting, I'll be back for that. That'll probably be the next thing I'm here for. Make sure you're subscribed here so you don't miss that out, so you don't miss out any of my other content that I put out, from different reactions to comic book based stuff, the trailers, some gaming. I do live streaming gaming, man. So make sure if you're into some of that, hit the subscribe button, hit the notification bell so you don't miss out any new video, any new upload. Make sure you leave a like for the algorithm. And I'll see you guys in the next video. Peace.